guys, it is another episode of Prime Time right here on Synergy TV. And if you're just joining us, you missed out all the details on the Just Smile event coming up on Sunday. Of course, we have our comps, normal. Of course, I'm a shirt on because it's me. But to make it out, you guys, if you hit us up on Facebook or Instagram at The Real STV or even on our Twitter page, we might just be able to slide
Actually, I'll give a welcome.
Yeah.
All I want you to do is tell me your greatest carnival experience for 2017, and you will get these complimentary.
Tell us what made you smile. What made you smile?
Yes.
Right about now, though, we're switching gears a little bit because we're talking to people who have been smiling for quite some time now.
Watch, man. Now, the people I'm going to introduce you, I saw you last on the show. I saw the video on Facebook. And it's a 7-minute long video, and it was apparently the qualifiers for preliminaries or semis. And oh my God, I watched the whole video. I put it on my big screen, and I get goosebumps.
Look at you being cultured.
I get goosebumps. When I like also, I say, Papa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are tonight joined
with the champions.
The champions.
The 2017 Panorama champions, the All-Stars.
Representing
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago.
How are you all feeling?
I feel joyous after all that hard work.
Right?
At Steel Band Men, one thing, we don't get paid, no, but we just enjoy, you see, and we just get tired. But you know what has happened? It'll be a kind of joyous, tired when you're successful too at the end of the day.
Especially after many years of participating, and even just the prep work leading up to Panorama.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
give us a little insight, because for those of us who just go for the fat, go when it's had the greens, reach and realize it's have no greens, and then went home. What is the prep for Panorama like?
Preparation mentally for Panorama starts a year before.
But this is why no words.
A year before.
Right.
Because we had a bad result last year, and almost immediately after that we decided, look, without having our phrase, we decided that we had to go the full extreme this year.
Nice.
Right? The actual physical work begins before Christmas, preparing racks, preparing instruments and that sort of thing. And then we begin rehearsals on when? January 3rd. The first working day of the year, we begin rehearsals, nightly rehearsals, typically 7 nights a week. Every single night, right? So when people still looking at the Fed calendar and deciding when they're going to start fetting, we done burning midnight oil. We've burning midnight oil a long time.
Wow. Who decides the song to pick for the year? Who decides the song?
Really and truly, we, after a couple of years, we really and truly used to choose the song in terms of the members, right? Technically, I would say, why I say technically, we'll do a number of pieces, all right? We used to do it more in the 80s, all right? I would say technically. For a couple of years, the arranger used to come with the song because he just found that, you know, the songs wasn't really hitting on. And everybody have their own style, everybody have the flavor, all right? But this year in particular, all right, as Daryl rightfully said, it was just automatic, you know? Full stream came. I think we catch people with their pants down because they went with other songs, you know, early.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
Good morning. I was hitting nice melody, nice little structure, you know, to a point. But we choose to do some songs, go back to the 80s, and to be honest with you, as soon as we did the full extreme, it just had a natural all-stars vibe, and it also had, if you want to call it that older but a youthful and young flavor, you know. So to really answer your question, this year I think we all, you know, the arranger for a couple of years was choosing the song, but we all had our efforts this year in choosing the song.
The video that is viral of your practicing and that practice session I'm talking about, that night was when did that happen?
At the Panya.
That would have been the preliminary.
That was the preliminary, so I was right there because I saw it. Watch my catch more of God. I was like, no, I'm being real. As a man telling the play, talk bad man. Bugsy Sharp is like family to me. I'm always a face to man, but I ain't gonna lie. You know, it have two sides. I have football. You have a man. As a man, you're on Chelsea, right? I never nobody after, but I think after that.
You change your mind. He is becoming an all-star.
I'm an all-star man now.
You get hooked.
I'm backing both of you right now because watch me. It was really something that, all right, we are the younger ones, we get pan, you know, pan in the savannah and all that, blah, 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 blah. We really go to wine and chow. But that night, I don't know something, you all touched my soul. How do I say I touched my soul? I put, look at there, see that? That is the video that gave me goosebumps. And what I love about it, what I love about Pan, especially the All-Stars, the energy, the vibe, it comes like you started the interview saying about money. Money will come, but doing something where you love, when you do something you love, it comes like you never worked a day in your life. And the energy of this preliminaries by itself speaks numbers. How do you all get everyone in that frame of mind to bring up that energy?
The reason why I think it looks the way it looks is because it's natural.
Right.
We don't tell people jump, dance, do this for this part, do this for that part. Matter of fact, sometimes when we do actually get movements, it happens spontaneously.
Right.
A few people do it and everybody kind of catches on to it, right? There's we're in synergy. There's a synergy,
Yes.
all right, between the arranger, the players, the instruments. So when he does certain things, he gets vibes off of the players, and players give him something, he gets inspiration to do something else again, and it's a, you know, it's a kind of
It's a
two and
give
fro
and
that.
take. Yeah.
You can say something about that as a.
I was just gonna ask, because as an actual player now,
Yes.
when we even before we get to the actual players, because of course you're gonna have bandwagonists now who want to learn to play pan and want to be in the All-Stars. So how do you also decide on who's actually gonna be playing, how many members you have to have, who comes out for practice, what sorts of discipline? So you gotta give us the insights on that one.
All right, so the insight on the discipline of the band, we are quite structured, but we are quite open as well. So we don't turn anyone away. So come on down to the Duke Street and join up with us. In terms of with selection of our players, though, it's a fine tune. You look at how many nights you come to practice. Are you there punctual? The execution of the music is
Very
critical.
important, right.
Yeah. So it's a combination of things to select the final 120 for the final night stage.
120.
So yeah, this year I think we had up to about 140 players.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we had to cut it down.
cut
So
it down.
that is a bit of a tough decision at times as well.
Right. Probably one of the most vibes. So like if I came with my blonde hair,
Let
I
the
get
video
you.
run, or let run
I
that
feel so.
video. You
Like I feel so, yeah.
I encourage you
Also,
to catch
if
the
you
video.
need a flag woman, as much as he want to be
Cape,
flag and cape, I could really be a flag woman.
All right.
I've been known to whine on random objects.
We actually, I think, as you said that, right? I do frighten. We have some open spaces, but you either come and practice.
This is why we
During the
connect.
course of the year. Just come and just wave flag all over the
I could
You have to come and practice, eh? You must come
ready.
and practice. We have to
I'm
see what you
ready.
can do.
No, we're talking here about it right now. Pan, you said I had 140. Tell me about the culture when it comes to the younger ones being a part of Pan. How does that? What do you all think? Do you all think it has grown from back then to now? Is more youngsters being more involved?
Most definitely. The influence of the band, the culture of steel band has changed drastically over the years. And it's a vibe that is now catching the youth. Steel band is just not about just playing and a love. A lot of people look at it to stay away from the criminal and the crime elements as well. So pan is not just fun and games, it's an avenue that can help the country. So looking at pan and the vibe, the youth, you're going to see, we've seen a higher influx of youths coming into the steel pan fraternity, especially at Trinidad All-Stars. And I see the numbers just going to continue to grow as the years progress.
And may I just say something as well. We started a junior band some time ago.
Really?
Right, and the junior band is growing from strength to strength. They were involved in the junior panorama this year. They placed, you know, so we're encouraging them to continue. And I think what works for us as well is that we have lots of activities during the year. So we're not just a seasonal kind of band. We had 2 concerts last year in the last quarter. We had a Calypso tent in the Panyard the Tuesday after semi-finals. We have our Fete, Soca by the River, which we had. And we have about 3 or 4 concerts that we're planning for this year coming up as well. So we're giving players a little rest now, maybe this week, next week. And then we start back again. Yeah, we start back again.
The other 12 are the 140 that didn't play.
So seeing as you're only champions, they say, where do you all plan to go next? What's next? Your travel-wise, kind of.
Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. Honest, I mean that. Seriously, the sky is the limit, right? We are looking, we're not just looking and trying to, like restrain ourselves to the local market
Right.
or even the Caribbean market. We're looking outside, we're looking externally, and we're always trying to, you know, make links, connect with people, because we could do a variety of music,
I'm
a variety
so
of
glad,
things.
so glad that you
Our
said
classical game is very strong as well, right? Our classical game is
irony
very
of saying
strong.
the classical game strong. Like, be like, we can play Beethoven.
Yeah.
But in the case of how
up that video,
similarly
let that
the
video
mass
run.
has transcended from just our seasonal carnivals to other carnivals around the Caribbean, I'm hoping that that means that the All-Star has a calendar that takes them through the carnivals of the other Caribbeans and the world, as you rightly said.
We're very open and we would love to do that, but you know these things don't just happen just so.
True,
I mean,
money and to top on a little different.
Taking across 120 people.
Not really. When it comes to doing tours, we break down.
I was just about to listen to that.
Totally, maybe for the most like 30 players. Because we have a stateside, 120 players, 100 players.
That's
is-
not
I mean, it's not ethical
Right.
because of the instruments and all that.
Right.
All right. But I mean, you still give a good account of yourself because you kind of cross a good number. And I mean, and we also will do other music.
Right.
You understand? When we go on tour. So that to get 100 players to do that is very hard.
Right.
And as Daryl and his sister say, we really and truly, we have an institution. You know what I mean? And we do work right through the year in terms
love
of,
it.
you know, fets. Other things too, right in the yard, you know. We do other parties because they have other parties happening right here in Trinidad.
We will be bookmarking them parties because we have to come through and practice with skills. So you know what, to get a little practice, to get an idea of what we need to do, let's take in some of that actual performance. We want to make sure that the viewers are feeling and seeing and hearing what we've been talking about.
All I
Because
take these people.
this panorama was different. You guys,
They deserve this win.
the 2017 All-Stars.
You know the reason being different? The music.
Absolutely.
Take it in.
So,
All
generally,
about the
you know.
music.
Absolutely,
We
absolutely.
really want to give hats off to
Yes.
This one trying to go
I'm
and
trying to
be
find-
a
Yeah,
flag
I'm trying to find out exactly where the pan is. Where's the pan here?
46 to 48 Duke Street.
Addresses on time.
And man, if you see the back of is the bass? Watch me the whole thing rocking left and right.
The cello,
That's cello rack, yes.
He don't know his fans, it's all right.
I've been really, I'm one of those trainees, those younger ones saying, boy, pan, boy, I can't be pan, I can't be pan.
Well,
try, and
I will say
Time to
something.
learn.
I find it's a really, really heartwarming thing that a lot of bands chose songs that people know
No, exactly.
this year. And I personally am hoping that the trend will continue, and I'm hoping the composers as well
Right.
will throw in a little bit more extra work, so we'll have more material to play
Yeah.
with.
it's
Yes,
so
yes.
simple, and actually I think that's what he was one of the, I had a conversation with Bootsy himself, he said, but that's what we try to do, try to tap into the songs that people will familiarize themselves with younger ones.
Right.
Can you remember,
Right.
remember, you want to get into that mind frame and to get them in, congratulations.
We had in the earlys, right? And when I say in the earlys, it's just like a couple of years ago, like
Right.
say 4 or 5 years ago, where now Booksy and all of the asking for airplay. But I think one of the reasons with that is, you know, you had to bring your song out earlier, and you also have to try to more or less, if you want to sell, we say bridge the gap and have the prominent singers work with you.
Yes.
Right.
You understand? Because remember, everything is attachment. Everything, you know, people want to be part of.
And visual.
Yeah, and you know, and if you continue to do stuff that people can't relate to, it will go down slow because they ain't interested.
That's
Why you feeling this way is because you know exactly what you're playing. One time, yeah, you hold them and walk them. You walk them. You and him sudden they stood and then hold them. Which is, I mean, I'm just saying. Len Boogsie Sharp is great,
Yes.
the greatest. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But and there are others too who still hold on to the vibe. You could hold on to your own, you know, but make your own still a total part of everybody
Everything else,
else.
yes, that
Own,
is
you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things I think, you know, as we said that just now too, in terms of, I applaud them, you know, just going out there, Desperados last year, exposed a lot of the
Yes.
bands. I saying it openly. All right, they did well. Right, and we were still sticking in that realm because you didn't want to get chords going this way. No, you as an arranger, you had to do all of that. Make sure it happened, man. What Desperados took, they take a song that which is different me,
Different side of
bring
me,
it to
side
life,
to you.
and technically when the rest of bands plays like, but wait now,
That's
I don't only I know. So now all the rest and All Stars did it, Renegades did it, you know,
Yep.
Desperados did it again in terms of playing songs that everybody relate to. What happened is Savannah was so excited just to hear those songs.
Right.
The drag, packed with people, packed with people until we trying to go to reach the stage and we can't
And
reach the
couldn't
stage.
reach the stage. That's our next story for our next day.
next year.
2018 Panorama will be another
And
thing.
thanks for having us.
I also want to just, take a moment to say thank you very much, Nicola, for being the woman on the bass. So you have to be
The original woman on the
There
beat.
is that
Shout
song,
out to the arranger as well.
but she
Who's the
is.
arranger?
Mr. Leon Smooth Edwards.
Leon Smooth that was.
Right.
Same guy that did the
Same
song.
guy that
Same
did
guy
Woman
who
on the
did
Bass,
Woman on the
Same
Bass.
guy that did
Yeah.
Carry to Banker.
Yes.
So we're making sure you guys are educated, and if you're not too sure, you still have the opportunity to check them out online. The videos are viral. We're gonna have it on our Facebook page, or Instagram, and everything in between.
So you still be
For
doing it.
now, you guys, we still want to know what made you guys smile for Carnival, so we still have comps to give away. We're gonna still be talking to some of the winners for Carnival 2017 when we get back. But for now, thank you very
Thank you
much
guys
to
so
the
much.
guys,
Yeah,
the
keep doing it.
All-Stars,
Thank you for
pleasure.
having us.
PRO, our players, and to
On
the
behalf of
fans
Trinidad
out there who
All-Stars.
have been supporting. For now, guys, we have to take another break.
We'll be right back.
And when we get back, it's more on prime time.